After Dark takes place in the Golden State, and it serves up a platinum-level matchup. It's the top team in the West, Orange County SC, who welcomes in El Paso, who sits just above the playoff line. It's set to be a great contest tonight. Alongside Chris Nurse, I'm Josh Lill, set to take you through the full 90 minutes in this one. And a look at the table, Orange County in that top spot. They're not too comfortable with San Antonio lurking.
Yeah, they're near the top of the conference entering tonight. Outstanding away formers fueled their position. Opportunity to strengthen their grip before a difficult August schedule. For El Paso, they're looking to climb into the playoffs. Every point matters with extremely congested Western Conference. A result tonight would be a statement away performance.
These two teams, they last met in round one of the USL Cup, and things got off to a chaotic start for Orange County.
Yeah, the earlier meeting between these two clubs was exactly what history suggests. It was physical, it was tactical, there was a few clear chances, small margins. Historically, this fixture is usually decided by one goal or none at all, with numerous draws over the years.
A red card would be issued into this one. It would send Orange County into a frenzy, and El Paso, they would capitalize.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see both of these teams come into tonight's fixture completely different situations to the previous meeting, so it's going to be interesting to see how they have evolved.
Well, for Orange County, they haven't been home since May 23rd. It's due to the U.S. men's national team using their facility to train, but they got the job done on the road.
Yeah, although their unbeaten run ended recently, they showed maturity, they showed this defensive resilience, their ability to manage difficult away environments. Danny Stowe's side have developed an identity built around patience and defensive discipline before striking in transition moments.
And tonight, Usman Silla is our Layuna, a player to watch. And Silla is so clinical in the final third, but it's his movement through the first two-thirds that make him so dangerous.
Yeah, he's one of their most dangerous 1v1 attackers. His direct running, he likes to isolate players. He can beat defenders inside or outside, and he creates transition moments almost by himself. What to watch for? If El Paso's outside backs become isolated, Silla becomes extremely difficult to stop. Expect Orange County to look for early switches to get him into attacking spaces.
And over to the visitors, Rubio Rubin will have all eyes on him, and he's a versatile player as well. Can score and pass at just as successful rate as the other.
Yeah, this is a former US international who now is a Guatemalan international. He brings movement, he brings experience, intelligent passing, excellent in the penalty box with his movement. He doesn't need many chances, but his partnership with Moreno has become one of the better attacking combinations in the conference.
Orange County tonight, they fight to stay atop the Western Conference table in their return home. Or can El Paso play spoiler tonight on the road? Don't go anywhere. The starters to kick off. Up next.
This is Tom Brewitt, OCSC captain, and today's creative director. Come on, get him working the camera a little bit. Stay there, look down the camera. No, just leave. That could be amazing. Do you like the colour? Do you like the design? Do you like the lines? Do you know what the lines represent? 34 lines for 34 cities. Yeah, safe.
At the Pickup Family Neurosciences Institute, we function as a unit. Neurosurgery and neurology, physical medicine and rehab, physical therapy. It's patient-focused, patient-centered care. The future of the neurosciences at Hoag is filled with promise. We are at the cusp of incredible advancements and innovations that are truly going to transform medical care and its delivery. Patients don't just get a doctor when they come to Hoag, they get Team Hoag.
Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. With Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
This is incredible technology. We can actually solve drunk driving.
We are here to send a very strong message. Drunk driving must stop.
We are educators, supporters, listeners, and most of all, we are relentless. Because one life lost is one too many. Together, we can end impaired driving for good. Join the movement. Drive change. Save lives.
The USL on CBS is presented by Best Western Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel partner of the United Soccer League. While we have a moment, let's take a look at the starting 11 for both teams, starting off with the hosts. Haggard in the middle field. He is like a quarterback of this offense. It'll be key connecting him and Silla.
Yeah, it looks like a 4-2-3-1. Silla being one of the primary attacking outlets. Everything dangerous normally throws for him. But as you mentioned, Haggard, quietly one of the most influential midfielders, dictates the tempo, able to win second balls and kickstart attacks. Kelly provides balance. Haggard gives the freedom. For
Junior Gonzalez's El Paso side on the road, it's one of the top scoring teams in USL Championship this year, and they'll need Rubio Rubin to ignite this offense tonight.
Yeah, it can be a 4-4-2, it can be a 4-2-3-1, depending on possession. However, as you mentioned, Rubio is the reference point. Excellent movement across the line, dangerous between centre-backs. Moreno can drift wide, excellent transition, works relentlessly without the ball.
We are live from Irvine, California, where Corbin May, our head official, is set to get things started. And the fans, of course, Chris, packed out for the team's first home game since May 23rd.
Yeah, one player that we brushed past, Brewitt, his leadership from the back line, strong aerially, got himself a striker's goal last week and an excellent organizer. I think the keys for Orange County in this game is going to be able to move El Paso side to side. Can they switch play quickly, create isolation for Sia, and counter-press immediately after losing possession?
It's 79 degrees at kickoff. No clouds, all sun, and we are underway from Southern California. Orange County and El Paso set to do battle in an enticing Western Conference clash. Alongside Chris Nurse, I'm Josh Lill. Happy to have you with us tonight.
For El Paso, Calvillo is the heartbeat of that team. Everything seems to flow through him. Orange County have to stop Calvillo tonight.
As El Paso on the front foot early in the white kits, they work left to right. Orange County in the orange kits, they go right to left.
Three other notable inclusions. Alfaro, veteran leadership in defense, his aerial presence and his physicality. Ortiz, experience, huge task containing Sia tonight, the two of those. And Romero's quietly produced several important saves this season, and he could be busy tonight.
Played outside Ruiz on the cross, it's deflected away. El Paso on the front foot, maintaining just outside the area.
El Paso need to stay compact. They'll need to win their second balls. Allow Ruben and Moreno to attack space quickly after turnovers and avoid giving Sia too many repeated 1v1 opportunities.
And there it is, our first corner kick of the evening. And a little hobbled over to take the set piece, Roberto Coronado. On the opposite side, it is Calvillo. Calvillo, the longest tenured player on this roster. Within swing, it's batted away. Played out, and a chance for Orange County in transition. Good defense on the far sideline to shield Silla away and prevent him from entering the central part of the park.
Tonight feels like a playoff game in August. Orange County's patient possession against El Paso's side that's organized, experienced, and dangerous whenever Moreno and Rubin find space in transition.
Of course, this El Paso side have a three-back system on the back line, so they have a lot of width in the midfield. They can cover a lot of ground and create service in the air, as long as they get reinforcements in the area.
For Orange County, they're returning home after seeing 6-match unbeaten run come to an end. But they remain one of the league's benchmark teams in terms of their performances, especially defensive organization, and they also have one of the youngest squads in the USL Championship.
No shove. Danny Stone wants his guys to play on. They do. Haggard in a battle, somehow escapes. It's El Paso who pry it free. Orange County maintain control. It's a team that scores the ball at a high rate, but even more impressive, they also convert with high numbers, some of the best in the league. There is head coach Danny Stone, second season at the helm of Orange County. First took over nearly 2 years ago to the date, starting as interim, and Bit of a scuffle in the middle part of the park.
I think what we're seeing tonight is one of the, if not the top team in the West. He's one of the conference's most dangerous playoff challengers.
And for El Paso, the grit, you mentioned it when we looked at the league table coming into this one. There's not a lot of separation, even from Orange County to El Paso, so both teams have a lot to fight for tonight.
Yeah, El Paso are looking to climb into a playoff position. Every point matters to them now in an extremely congested Western Conference, and a result tonight would be a statement away performance. For Orange County, they're near the top of the conference entering tonight. Outstanding away form has fueled their position. Opportunity to strengthen their grip before a difficult August schedule, and especially returning home, an opportunity to get some confidence at home, some momentum at home, and potentially take advantage of having so many games away and doing well in that spell to now capitalize that by doubling down with your home performances.
Players slow to get up for El Paso. And it's Nico Benalcazar that jogs back into position. Ball played into the box, it's touched well, kept alive, played centrally and deflected. Left-footed shot also denied.
It's a fantastic touch inside the box. He knows that if any little touch in that moment is going to be a penalty kick, and he keeps the defense retreating.
You can see Cardona, he's lurking for that underlapping run, but currently sits with it, always on the move on the flank.
Yeah, just finds intelligent positions where he can receive and face forward.
Numbers back as El Paso sends this one into recycle. And now build forward. Quezada and Ruiz do not like what they see, and El Paso will try the left side now.
Big result tonight. Tampa Bay Rowdies defeated Louisville 5-4. That's 9 goals in that game. That's a pretty crazy matchup.
Nothing like a good old high-scoring affair, right?
Charleston Battery put a battering on Brooklyn. 5-0 win for Charleston over Brooklyn.
The question is, Chris, can either of these teams catch the scoring bug like the rest of the league has tonight? We'll have 85 minutes and so to figure that one out. Here's Orange County who reset.
As we touched on briefly, this game is normally decided by very tight margins, normally 1-goal games and sometimes no-goal games. So it's going to be interesting to see how these teams are evolved from a offensive standpoint.
Here's our injury report brought to you by Zolfagari Law. None reported for either side, and that's exactly what both Junior Gonzalez and Danny Stone want to see every single match day, but of course this sport can have other ideas.
Yeah, it's kind of catch-22. You know that a tough regime and a hard training schedule is going to produce injuries. The fact that everybody's healthy, you either have an incredible medical staff, or you kind of had a group that may not be taking it as seriously as they could, because injuries are part of the game. It's very strange that you have a spell at this phase where everybody's available and nobody's hurt, but fantastic credit to the medical team for doing their job and keeping players healthy and having the best players available for selection, which is, I'm sure, both head coaches value. As they say, the best ability is availability.
A little bit of luck helps in there too, Chris. Paso looked to threaten. It's a good action early on, but an errant giveaway. It's Orange County set up at midfield. Intercepted. Coronado plays it forward. It's Ruiz. Ricardo Ruiz. Shielded away from the byline. Sees a chance centrally, and it's deflected by Orange County in a good physical battle to win that duel. You have to put your body on the line if you want to keep the attack on, and El Paso do just that. And they'll maintain. It's an unchanged lineup for Junior Gonzalez from the club's last match, and that cohesiveness, like you mentioned, to have players available work with the same 11. It's hard to find at this stage in the season.
Yeah, and for a team like Orange County that likes to press, continuity and cohesion and chemistry is important, because if one player doesn't press at the right moment, the whole press is ineffective. So knowing how they want to attack the game or how they want to defend from the front, you do need to have that chemistry and understanding between players to make sure those movements are synchronized. Otherwise, it doesn't work so well.
Ruiz, the California native, back in his home state. And Cardona plays a risky pass. It pays off. Out wide to Ruiz. He's double teamed, given no room. And last to touch.
Tough situation. You can see they're outnumbered in the wide area, 3 versus 2 in favor of the defense. So maybe that's a moment where he needs to either find half a yard of space to deliver himself, or just be more patient and restart and see if they can switch the point of attack and go down the other side.
Turn to the CBS Sports Network on Saturday, August 8th for an action-packed USL Championship Western Conference showdown. Feisty Monterey Bay FC take on a surging New Mexico United club determined to climb up the standings. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network August 8th at 10 p.m. Eastern. And Hagart had a bit of his jersey tugged. Foul won by Orange County. And like you mentioned, the physicality that both these teams play with, they want to get on the ball. They're not afraid to get even a little reckless at times.
Yeah, they do have that history between them when these two teams meet each other. Very physical, very competitive, a very tight affair. So it'll be interesting to see which players on the outfield have the individual brilliance. We spoke about Sia and his ability in 1v1 situations, and sometimes this is what games like this come for. Somebody who can do something a little bit unorthodox, attract 2 or 3 players, and then create space for his teammates.
Orange County looked to build out of the back, and with that comes a little risk.
Yeah, I would say building, but maybe not as aesthetically pleasing as they might like it. If they're going to build with that level of passing and then be a rash kick, then maybe it makes sense to bypass the pressure and try to play a little bit more direct in behind, because at the moment they're isolating one player surrounded by 3 players pressing him. It's not really giving him a good option to be able to play out efficiently. He's ended up making rational clearances rather than good composed passes.
Quezada.
Case in point, you just see El Paso there relieve the pressure of a diagonal pass in behind the press from Orange County.
It takes a wonky bounce, and Orange County can take over.
Just unable to create anything meaningful at the end of it.
Fans, Christmas is coming to the championship next Saturday, August 8th. And make sure to be one of those first 2,000 fans in the stadium and score an exclusive holiday bucket hat giveaway. There's no better way to get festive than cheering on the County boys as they face Tampa Bay Rowdies. Lock in on your seats today by visiting orangecountysoccer.com/tickets. The press is on for El Paso. It's a disciplined defensive team that's willing to take the risk and commit numbers.
Yeah, we're going to see some interesting matchups. This one being one of those key matchups, Britt versus Ruben. An interesting individual battle that we'll see develop over the course of the game. Britt wants to stay tight and win those aerial duels, while Ruben constantly tries to peel off his shoulder and create separation and receive the ball in behind. So it's going to be interesting to see how that battle plays out.
The fans have shown up and shown out in full force. Again, they missed their boys in Orange. It's been a little over 2 months.
What they say is good to be home.
There is no place like home indeed. They would love to see their side collect all 3 points in this one. Swiftly played outside, and green grass to run. Quezada calls his own number for the moment. That one doinks off the head official. And it is a drop ball for Orange County.
Quezada just tries to force that ball into the feet of Ruiz, but the passing lane wasn't open there. He just needs to be a little bit more patient and not necessarily force things that aren't on. When El Paso set into the possession, they look for Cavillo to be that link between the defense and the offense when he drops deep in between the lines and is able to dictate the rhythm and the tempo of play. Orange County obviously know that, so they're trying to limit the times that he can receive that ball and face forward.
This is an El Paso team. They score a lot of goals. They don't take a lot of chances, but that conversion rate is high, and that's what's propelled them to new heights this year as they look to climb the table further. Lofted ball falls. A couple of El Paso players had a chance to touch but could not come together to collect, and we're forced to press now. Calvillo into the corner. And Orange County take over.
Dogman's showing good possession. He doesn't just want to clear the ball. He wants to pass the ball out from the back. Even under pressure, he doesn't panic and just try to force it away. He tries to keep it, but it does invite pressure from El Paso, and it does allow them to sustain intensity or sustain possession of the ball in the attacking third rather than dropping deeper. I think there's opportunities when Orange County have that ball to be able to play forward a little bit quicker rather than inviting that pressure by staying in their defensive third.
Late whistle called in favor of El Paso, and players tumbling left and right. Arturo Ortiz over to check on the fallen Orange County man. Yaniv Bazzini felt like he was pushed and shares words with the fourth official, not mincing them by any means.
Yeah, Bazzini and Ortiz clashing heads a little bit, just making the game a little bit more feisty in these opening 15 minutes and increasing that intensity and energy between these two.
Chris Hagart hit the deck simultaneously with Nick Cardona. Then you had Yaniv Bazzini running into the advertising board. It's got to be slippery turf out there.
15 minutes in, and it feels like both teams are still gathering information, seeing where the spaces are rather than taking unnecessary risks right now. A little bit of a cautious sparring match, so to speak, in these opening 15 minutes. Not really any clear-cut chances.
El Paso have been more dominant in the attacking third than Orange County, whereas the hosts, they've had a decent bit of the ball but haven't been able to break free as that one-timer is taken out of the air. But it's offside against El Paso. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. And a turnover. And Alex Rando and company come away unscathed. It seemed there was a bit of miscommunication as the center backs are talking things over as the ball comes forward.
Yeah, Rubin's definitely showed some quality and some dangerous touches in these opening 15 minutes. Just timing a little bit of his movements, found him in a couple of offside positions, but you can definitely see he has quality in those feet when he's in and around the 18-yard box. You can't give him time and space because he can punish you.
Falls favorably for El Paso. Silla's press works to perfection. Turned along by Bazzini. Orange County loose. Numbers continue forward. Hagart. It's Dogman. Now Silla. Usman Silla, the former Mac Herman Trophy Award winner. Two-time champion in the NCAA ranks. Always a threat on the pitch.
You can see Orange County's pressing structure is pretty consistent and effective. They're not just chasing the ball recklessly. They wait for specific triggers. As soon as El Paso plays a square or backward pass, you see them jump immediately and try to step forward and win possession of that ball.
Discipline is the mark of a great defense, to not only trust your structure, your tactical plan, but again, not think too far ahead on the pitch. There's the high press again, nearly worked to perfection there. Orange County was last to touch. As Lion McKinnon comes up hobbling. Heavy touch and Hagart controls. He's dispossessed. Quezada wins it.
Yeah, he got one possession of ball, and Silla was in a diagonal pocket, completely free, and he took too long to release the ball. El Paso are able to win it back and now find themselves on the attack again. But that's the opportunity there. When Orange County do press effectively and win it, can they find the forward pass to the player in space quickly? And can they recognize the player in space?
It's turned over and won by Orange County.
Good play from Brewitt, the captain that we highlighted for his leadership and experience.
And again, a physical player on this back line, and he fits the profile of what Orange County wants on the pitch, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, Brewer is that type of leader. He's physical. He wants contact with the players up against him. He wants to win. The area where he can be exploited is those balls played into space behind. If it becomes a foot race, this is where they can get the better if they can find Ruben making those runs in behind Brewer.
Rando works to the right. Slow roller left in the middle. There's Dogman. Played centrally. And now forward for Bazzini. Reinforcements gather in the area. It's Dogman on the cross. It's bouncing. And eventually sent away.
That attack for Orange County goes through the middle of the park through Kelly. A player who does a lot of unseen work. He screens for Moreno, he covers for Hegart when Hegart pushes higher. It allows Sia to stay connected to the attack rather than having to be too defensive.
McKinnon sees a chance outside. Hegart is crossing, headed away. El Paso, they've clogged the passing lanes and have won on many occasions in the air, and that is the mark of a good defensive team.
Yeah, with both teams having their defensive structure fairly set and efficient, this is becoming a game who's going to break their structure first.
It's flicked forward, shielded well, a tussle in the box, and it results in a goal kick. Orange County thought there should be a PK, and you need Bazzini.
And I think
right in the conversation.
I agree. I think there's a legitimate claim there. Once he gets around the outside of the defender, I'm not sure what reason that this isn't given. As you see, he tries to block, he gets around him now, and then you can see there's contact there enough to stop him from being able to get onto the ball.
It's Vasquez draped all over Chris Hegart, and it seemed to be 50-50, but then once Hegart positioned himself in front of the taller defender, that's where you saw the grabbing and tugging at the jersey.
Yeah, I think Alfaro first tried to shield it out of play, and then when he realized the ball wasn't traveling fast enough, Hegart was able to get round him, and then he was no longer protecting the ball. He was actually then impeding Hegart's movement, and I think at that point, it's a 50-50 decision for the referee.
Ruiz, no chance there.
Yeah, as I was saying, this is a game that's going to be who breaks their structure first. Neither side has stretched or moved the game or played as vertical as they may have liked. So opening the game may come from a set piece or a turnover or just one individual moment of brilliance rather than any type of sustained pressure.
Alfaro back. Orange County have made it really tough to play through. It's forced El Paso to work the flanks.
Yeah, and you can see Orange County are fairly deep, so El Paso can keep possession, but there's not much space up top there to expose with Ruben and Moreno. There's not much space where you can really play in behind, so they're having to be patient, and they need to not get frustrated with being patient. As you can see, it's 3-4 players versus one in those wide areas, so just keep the ball moving and try to create the opportunity rather than forcing it into aerial duels where you know Hegart is very strong in the air. He's going to win those headers. Just keep it on the floor and continue to try and move the ball quickly and open up those half spaces.
Well, the chances, they've been few and far between for both clubs today, neither with a chance on frame, but it has been El Paso who have found themselves more on the ball, but just unable to do anything with it. Seems promising for El Paso. Ruiz works in the air. Off the defender. The wind-up chance sits at the spot. El Paso. It's blocked and corralled by Alex Rando.
It's a massive opportunity this missed there for El Paso.
Push in the field. And the head official heads to the pocket. Has the card. And to the delight of the Orange County faithful, it is against El Paso.
It'd be good to see that chance back. It was really an opportunity where El Paso should have took the lead. The ball just comes across the top of the box, and it's Quezada in space all alone. He just doesn't connect with the ball very well. We talk about strikers when they're inside of the box, passing into the corners, and he just completely scuffs that side foot. And it's a real let off for Orange County there, because that was an opportunity where El Paso should have taken the lead.
Roberto Coronado simply runs over Usman Silla, and he's into the books tonight.
It's been a tactical battle so far. The question now becomes which team can start playing in their opponent's half for longer periods of time. Neither side has really established sustained territorial control so far in this opening 25 minutes.
This one already into the area. Coming together, brew it there. El Paso play it up quickly. Hopes of catching Orange County off guard. It is the hosts who retain and hit the reset button.
Both coaches look fairly calm and composed right now. Neither looks too overly concerned with the scoreline. You can tell both teams trust their game model and their plan for this fixture. The challenge now is not about abandoning patience, it's finding a way to create something meaningful. And I think the best chance so far, as we just saw, came from El Paso. It was a poor shot on target, really, from Quesada. In the end, you would expect something with a little greater quality from that distance. Patient build-up play from both teams. It's been relatively clean, but the pass in the final third, that's really what's been missing. The structure's been able to get in there, but the fine action hasn't quite been there.
And Hagart leaves it off in the middle. Silla drifting. Usman Silla! How could you not be entertained? Orange County, we're knocking on the door and they lead.
We're talking about the final action in the attacking third, and Sia pops up right at the right moment, at the right time, to show us exactly what that means. Picks up the ball, running forward into space. Driving at defenders is when he's at his best. You can see it here. Picks up the ball on the half turn, facing forward. Hegert lays him in. Drives at defender, shifts it to his right, diagonally across the goalkeeper into the back of the net. But this is where Sia's at his best. Once he gets you isolated and he's driving at you, just a little dip of the shoulder into space, hits the target. 1-0 lead Orange County. That's been the difference. El Paso had a similar chance. They didn't take it. Orange County on this instance, one moment, one opportunity, one goal.
Arlayuna, player to watch. Usman Silla opens the scoring sheet. That goal, of course, brought to you by Hogue. Danny Stone, the support section in Orange County, loves every bit of it. It just took a little bit of patience, Chris.
Yeah, Sia doing what he's done, straight through the heart of the field, making late runs from deep. Is a fantastic pass from Hegert. And you know, once Sia gets the ball and he's driving at you and he dips his shoulder and he gets half a yard of space, the only thing left to be done is the moment of quality to finish the play, and he delivered.
And there's Ruiz and Hagart. They got a little tangled up, and the shoves are being thrown. Good job of the head official, Corbin, May, to come over and calm the tempers. Ricardo Ruiz and Chris Hagart got a little tangled up in the midfield following the goal. And again, in a physical game that was nearly deadlocked up until this moment, you can see the frustrations start to come over the players.
And Hegert needs to let that frustration work in his favor. El Paso are a goal down. They get frustrated. They start to make poor decisions. Players start to do things where they get onto yellow cards, and you just play on that emotion and let it be in your favor.
Another chance for El Paso, and the entry into the box rejected and sent out.
We spoke about before the game about Usman Sia being Orange County's difference maker. And that's what top players do. In a game where chances have been limited, he only needed one moment to make the difference in his game and deliver.
Junior Gonzalez's side is down 1-0 early. And he had done a good job of limiting Orange County to simply passing the ball in their own defensive third, even the middle third for a bit. But they finally got the breakthrough on the fast break, and this is a very speedy team up top for Danny Stone.
Yeah, now the match completely changes. Orange County don't have to force the game anymore. They can defend compact and attack the spaces once El Paso inevitably start to throw bodies forward and leave space open, chasing the equalizer.
Torres to the outside. That one denied. It's free on the ground. And a great reactionary stop from Alex Rando to pounce on the ball.
Yeah, Rando, you thought he probably should have done better with the first contact. That ball should have gone away from danger, but he does ever so well to react, get back to his feet, and land on the second ball quickly before anybody from El Paso is able to react. A little bit fortunate, but fantastic reactions from Rando to make sure that there was no attempt on goal.
Controlling second chance rebounds can save a game, but he's set to be threatened again. Ruiz has been so lethal on surface. Oh, what a block! Extra effort from Orange County to just simply put a leg out and deflect the pass.
Smart play there from McKinnon. He knew he was outnumbered, so he used his body to protect the ball and draw the free kick. Here, this clearance has to be better. Tubbs just turns and gives this back to El Paso inside the 18-yard box. He has to clear the danger, or he has to find a teammate. It cannot be half-hearted clearances.
Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select the player's choice.
For El Paso, Junior Gonzalez has a decision to make now. Does he stay patient and trust his game plan? Or does he start asking midfielders to commit bodies forward and potentially leave themselves exposed? That's the balance that every coach has to wrestle with after conceding the first goal.
At the half-hour mark, it's Orange County, courtesy of Usman Silla and Chris Hagar, who are up 1-0 in their return home for the first time since May 23rd. Alongside Chris Nurse, I'm Josh Lill. We're happy to have you with us tonight.
And you can already feel how the goal has shifted the momentum. Orange County have started to grow into the match over the last 5 or 6 minutes. They're finding cleaner position in the attacking half. And eventually that pressure could produce another breakthrough.
That header spins away to Ruiz. Chance for El Paso to get out and run. Moreno.
Usman Silla is quietly emerging as one of the key players in the league. And I think what separates him is that he doesn't need 6 or 7 chances. He's the type of player who can be relatively quiet and then produce a decisive moment in the game.
Ball stays with El Paso, but they have not lost their composure a bit. And it speaks to the coaching of Junior Gonzalez. He's developed a strong mentality with these players to go the full 90 minutes.
Yeah, the next 10 minutes are massive for El Paso. They can't afford to let this become 2 before half-time, but they also can't afford to be so aggressive that they lose their defensive shape, so they've got to find a good balance on the field.
It's one back. Ruiz.
The first goal was always going to be significant in tonight's game. Now we'll really find out what El Paso are made of.
Quezada and Ruiz look to get to their rights to cross, but Orange County do a good job of shielding them away and force them to just play round and round. Cardona has a bit of daylight. Enters it to Ruiz. Onto his left, it's Ruiz, and it's stopped by Rando.
Excellent work there from Ruiz to find the space. He just jinking defenders, dummying, just trying to create half a yard of space to get the ball out his feet and get the shot off, and he does well with that in the end. But it's a good read here from Rando. His positioning, keeping his eyes on the ball. The ball comes through a lot of bodies. It can be difficult to see, but he's in the right place at the right time and makes a fairly difficult save look really easy.
It's those little twitch moves by a guy like Ruiz that sets him apart from other players. That little twitch can throw the defender off, get you that necessary space you need. He doesn't need much of it, but he's able to let it go, and funny enough, Alex Rando makes it look like a routine save.
Yeah, he has the ability to slow defenders down, and once they're standing still, he knows he has the advantage of explosiveness and acceleration just to create half a yard of separation in order to get his shot off.
Our annual Corporate Cup is coming back around September 25th. Corporate Cup is a 7v7 co-ed adult soccer tournament that raises money for our OCSC Foundation's Soccer for All programs. Think your organization has what it takes to win the trophy? Register now at orangecounty.com/corporate cup.
in this opening 35 minutes. You can see both teams have been testing each other physically, whether that's being under pressure, every first touch, every aerial duel's being contested. As we spoke about, this has a little bit of a playoff type feel to this game.
And that's a good test for both sides. Not often you can get a playoff-like atmosphere here on August 1st, as that ball not even close to Hager. And it's easily handled by Romero. Irvine, California is the site for this one. We're thrilled to have you with us here. Usman Silla, the lone goal scorer. El Paso offside on the play. And Junior Gonzalez continues to pace back and forth in hopes of unlocking this stingy Orange County defense before the break. You don't have to be on the roster to get on the field here at Championship Soccer Stadium. Orange County Soccer Club offers group experiences that let fans be a part of the match day action. Groups of 10 or more can receive discounted tickets and even have on-field access experiences like player walkouts, halftime activities, and post-match games on the pitch. So if you're planning a team event, birthday, or company outing, visit orangecountysoccer.com/group tickets to learn more. Turned over and one, Silla. Inside to Hager. This is their bread and butter. Onto his right, it's Hager, and he has that shot denied. Huge sliding effort there. And it's Arturo Ortiz refusing to give in to this Orange County attack.
Excellent defending here from Ortiz, because once Hager cuts inside her and he gets a straight line of the far netting, he drills it. It looks like it's going to find the back of the net, but Ortiz pops up, a key moment to block that shot and send it out of play. Excellent defending here, defender's instinct from Ortiz.
Another corner kick for Orange County, just their second on the night. Within swing, it's batted away, and there is a hefty collision right at the edge of the 6-yard box. Players go tumbling. It's never a good sight to see.
What I like about Orange County since taking the lead is that they haven't confused playing well with urgency and playing with control. They're circulating the ball well and making El Paso do a lot of running.
And that is a tough coming together. An elbow hitting the head, of course, unintentional. As Garrison Tubbs took the worst of it, he is good to go.
El Paso have responded well since going down, but they're still searching for that final pass. They've got into decent areas a few times, but Orange County have defended the penalty area pretty well.
Orange County, their defense, it's been a bit of a bend don't break mentality to it, right? El Paso have gotten into the final third with ease, but there's something about the box that Orange County, they've made it quite tough to break down in that area.
Yeah, and these next 10 minutes are important for Orange County. They want to get into the dressing room at halftime with the lead, while El Paso know an equalizer before halftime could completely change both of their team talks.
Dangerous territory right now for Orange County. Pass within close confines of each other, but it is leashed forward. And Bazzini Central.
El Paso have had more of the ball, but Orange County look comfortable defending without the ball. They're protecting the central areas and inviting El Paso to play around them rather than through them. The next goal, if there is one before halftime, is enormous. At 2-0, Orange County can really dictate the game. At 1-1, all the momentum would switch back in favor of El Paso.
Moreno sees a chance in the area, and it's steered aside. El Paso draw a corner kick. This is exactly the chance they need late in the half. There's Ruiz in pursuit of that one.
This is why statistics can sometimes be so dangerous. If you just looked at the stats, you'd think El Paso were leading the game. They've had more of the ball, more shots, more entries into the penalty area. But Orange County have been the clinical side with the opportunities that they've had.
It's not about how many chances you have, it's what you can do with those opportunities. El Paso need one here. It's batted away, headed on, and the line is cleared. Defensive heroics, not just from Alex Rando, but the field players for Orange County to keep the shutout preserved.
Cleared off the line, and that's why coaches work so resiliently on defending set pieces. Ball was delivered in, it's headed back into the danger area from the far post, and there's a player on the line to rescue the goalkeeper and clear it off the line.
Here's another look at it. This ball went dead on to the far post. Rando out of position. Hard to tell in the moment who cleared it.
It's Alfaro who heads it back into the danger area. But that's the main difference. Orange County have only needed one real opportunity, and they found themselves in the lead with Sia making a difference. And as you mentioned, it's not about the number of chances that you create. It's just about taking one.
Kelly dispossessed. And Roberto Coronado doing everything he can to keep the ball with El Paso.
Approaching the last 5 minutes before half-time. If the scoreline stays as it is, I think Danny Stone will be delighted with the scoreline, and he'll probably want a little bit more ball control in the second half. Junior Gonzalez, meanwhile, may be encouraged by the performance, but disappointed the scoreboard doesn't reflect that.
Hagart last to touch. A slight deflection that the head official caught his eye on. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site. SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Beautiful header to play Coronado through. That ball's central, and it's rejected by Brewitt.
Great defending there from Brewitt. The next 5 minutes are critical. Orange County have to survive this spell of pressure without conceding, because El Paso are starting to build a little bit of momentum before half-time.
It looks a little bit like it did in the first 20 minutes where El Paso, they didn't have a scoring chance, but they were just working the passing lanes, doing their best to open up Orange County.
Yeah, El Paso have generated more possession, more shots, higher expected goals figure. Orange County lead because they've been more decisive in the moments that really matter.
Within swing, headed over the crossbar, and not threatening for Orange County. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app.
El Paso have actually done all right in this first half. They've done a lot of hard work. They progressed the ball well and spent plenty of time in the attacking half, but the final decision or the final finish hasn't matched up to the build-up.
They've also crossed the ball at a superior rate. They have over quadruple the amount of crosses that Orange County have picked up. But again, like we talked about, that's due to the wide shape of El Paso. They put a lot of numbers in the midfield, and that is a strength of theirs. But nonetheless, they're getting to their bread and butter, Chris.
Yeah, and you're looking for that individual. You know, we highlighted Silla for Orange County. You're looking for that individual to show up for El Paso. He has the ability to unlock defenses with something a little bit creative, something a little bit different, to isolate players 1v1 and create that moment of brilliance. You've not necessarily seen any individual brilliance in this first half from from El Paso.
Near brilliance there as Orange County nearly completed the trifecta on that passing sequence.
And it started with Sia again, just holding on to the ball a little bit longer, attracting the players towards him, and then finding a teammate in space.
The press paying off. It's Silla again. Works opposite. McKinnon. Silla. Kelly sees a chance at the back post, and nothing to it for Orange County.
Just forcing that opportunity a little bit, Kelly there. He could have been patient. He tries to deliver a ball to the back post with his weaker foot. When he has Sia 5 yards away from him, he could have just fed back Sia. Sia could have rotated play or driven and tried to create the opportunity for himself. Just the final decision in the attacking third has a big impact on the confidence of the group.
Benalcázar. McKinnon takes a tumble. And El Paso win it back after he collided with Torres.
Orange County have managed this phase of the game fairly well since they've taken the lead. They slowed down the tempo again when they needed to, defended with discipline, and haven't really allowed El Paso to turn any kind of sustained possession into clear-cut chances.
Ball took a deflection on the way in. It finds the hands of Rando. And El Paso, they've looked to get Moreno a little bit involved on that left flank, cutting inside, but he's had those movements taken away.
Yeah, the frustration for El Paso is they probably feel they played enough football to deserve more. The possession has been there, the territory has been there, but the final touch in the penalty area has been missing. For Orange County, they want to stay focused here. The final moments before half-time are huge. One lapse of concentration can undo 44 minutes of great work, so both teams have to stay switched on for these final moments.
The momentum this could mean for Orange County if they head into the locker room up 1-0. Remember, they were tied with San Antonio, top the Western Conference coming into this one. Stoppage time announced at the stadium.
As crazy as it may seem, Orange County are fairly contained here. They built success on not necessarily dominating possession, but trusting the defensive organization, and they make every chance that they create count.
Wind up, the chance. Oh, so close, the flick. It didn't reach the ball. Just a short 2 minutes of added time to close out the first half of play between Orange County and El Paso.
And you're thinking about what those half-time team talks could potentially be. If I'm Junior Gonzalez, I don't think I'm changing the game plan yet. The underlying performance has been encouraging. What needs to be improved is the final quality of the final ball in the box and the conviction inside of the penalty area.
A chance from distance, and Tubbs took the worst of that one.
For Danny Stone, on the other hand, I think he'll be pleased with the scoreline, but he'll probably remind his players that they're at home and they spent large portions of the game defending. Can they keep the ball a little bit longer in the attacking half and take some pressure off themselves?
Flicked on. And hard to be kept in by Quezada. Offside on the plate. Orange County can let time waste out as much as possible. But El Paso, they're looking a little more comfortable on the ball. You mentioned they are superior in the passing numbers right now, and especially in the opposition's half, they've been great, but they're starting to connect and be a little more threatening. Those passes are beginning to have more meaning as the game's gone along, and that's a credit to Junior Gonzalez's side.
Yeah, with the first half almost being over now, I think the first 10 minutes of the second half will be fascinating. Do El Paso continue to probe patiently, or do they become more aggressive? That could open up more space and more opportunities for Orange County and Cilia on the counter-attack.
We're just beyond the 2 minutes of added time. We'll see how much longer officiating crew lets them play. Haggart, could we see fireworks? It's played into the middle. McKinnon shot blocked. And it is a corner kick. How about this? A little dramatics to close out the first half.
You never know, dead ball situations, corner kicks can be so pivotal.
Although Orange County take their time to get to the corner flag.
Yeah, and they could potentially go in at halftime here with the lead, not because they dominated the game, but because they were clinical with the chance that they had.
Romero and company look to defend the net cleanly. It's Kelly on the set piece. With outswing. High and central, off Bazzini. Stays in play. Orange County still alive, headed on. Chance for point blank range, and it's stopped. My goodness.
It looked like there was somebody else using their hands there. I don't know, is that everything happened so fast. Orange County seemed to be convinced that there was a handball. The referee points to the thigh.
Danny Stone heads to the locker room up 1-0. We'll take another look at it. Claims for a handball in the area. Here's the first look at it. But here, El Paso, they don't get to the ball. And here's the chance.
Hard to see from there, but the claims do go up fairly quickly. See if this angle gives us a better look. Still pretty hard to see. We'll see if we get it slowed down at halftime and get a better look.
Well, nonetheless, we head to the locker room. It's Orange County, the top team in the West, that currently lead El Paso Locomotive 1-0 at the break. And coming up during our halftime show, we'll have halftime highlights, stats, and news from around the league. It was a chippy affair, and it's set to be a great contest in the second half. Alongside Chris Nurse, I'm Josh Lill. Stick with us. More action around the league coming up next.
This is Tom Brewitt, OCSC captain and today's creative director. Come on, get him working the camera a little bit. Stay there, look down the camera. No, just believe that could be amazing. Do you like the colour? Do you like the design? Do you like the lines? Do you know what the lines represent? 34 lines for 34 cities. Yeah, safe.
At the Pickup Family Neurosciences Institute, we function as a unit. Neurosurgery and neurology, physical medicine and rehab, physical therapy. It's patient-focused, patient-centered care. The future of the neurosciences at Hoag is filled with promise. We are at the cusp of incredible advancements and innovations that are truly going to transform medical care and its delivery. Patients don't just get a doctor when they come to Hoag, they get Team Hoag.
Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. With Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Every morning I draw a line. I've painted thousands of them. The lines are simple, but what happens within them is magical. Some lines divide, but not this one. It's the common thread for our shared love for the game. Soccer, football, call it what you want. This line, this team, it brings each of us to a common ground, the line that connects us. We, OCSC.
Usman Silla has Orange County up 1-0 at the break over El Paso Locomotive. And there is so much excitement around the USL and what's to come here over the next few years as promotion and relegation approaches. But up to this point, the game has grown so much within the USL. Let's take a look at how that growth has come to fruition.
They are more than shiny and new. The latest collection of brand new stadiums in USL are a commitment to communities. Fans in Boise have set attendance records. Finishing touches greet the fans in Fort Wayne weekly. In Greenville, Triumph fans are in love with their permanent new home. These projects take time and patience, but nothing gets a community excited like seeing a shovel in the ground. Detroit City of the USL Championship has gone from dreams to renderings to construction. At its recent groundbreaking in Southwest Detroit, Alumni Phi Stadium became a vision for the very near future.
We've been incredibly fortunate to create something that's way bigger than us, and that we have the great fortune of being stewards of it. And the stadium represents really an investment in that community, an investment in this neighborhood, a tremendous investment in the city, and something that will be around for generations to come.
With this stadium, the club is investing in its future and demonstrating a long-term commitment to building a sustainable, community-driven club. I'm excited for what the future holds for Detroit City. I can't wait to be back here for the opening match in 2028. And I want to say congratulations to the fans, supporters, ownership group, and the entire community that made this amazing new home possible.
At 15,000 seats, Alumni Fi raises the bar for Detroit City. Soon there will be more groundbreakings and sounds of stadium construction as USL gets closer to the launch of Premier.
This week on USL All Access, Atletico Dallas has not played a game yet, but Chicharito, a lot about Chicharito.
Chicharito? Yeah, he's coming to USL play. Every entity is going to want to listen to this one. Sporting director Brian Corcoran joins us from Atletico Dallas. He talks the top to the bottom in the best of ways for what is one of the coolest up-and-coming organizations as a USL entity.
Now and then, you need to stop and smell the roses. Or the leaves, rocks, trees, sticks, and that one tree again. This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
Unreal. A jaw-dropping leveler.
Stoppage time draw. Wonderful finish in the USL.
Sometimes the waves are calling your name. Other times, you think the waves are calling your name, but actually, it's the kids. This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
espectacular. Hay mucha fiesta, señor Martino. Hay gente revancha, doctor. Pero falta gol y estamos a esperar a Hugo. ¿Hugo Sánchez? Sí, tira para adelante. ¿Qué maneja un futbolista? ¡Llegamos por fin! ¡Ay, bendito sea el chofer, doctor! Hugo, ¿regreso a las canchas? ¿Algún consejo?
Sí, confía y cree en ti.
¡Ey! ¡Pasa al norte! A donde me dé la oportunidad, pero listo para dar el paso. ¡Listo, vamos!
This is your moment.
It falls inside. It's smashed home. It gives Richmond the lead. Now the plotter headed down and buried. Cosmos equalize.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kind of everything.
This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
This is Tom Brewitt, OCSC captain and today's creative director. Come on, get him working the camera a little bit. Stay there, look down the camera. No, just believe that could be amazing. Do you like the colour, do you like the design, do you like the lines? Do you know what the lines represent? 34 lines for 34 cities. Yeah, safe.
It is halftime in the USL Championship. Time for the headlines for the week. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio. Olex Anderson of the Las Vegas Lights made club history last week by scoring a goal at the 42nd mark of the match against Detroit City. That's a Vegas record and the fastest goal in the USL Championship this season. By the way, that 1-0 victory makes it 3 consecutive road wins for the Lights. Now, despite that highlight, it was a tough week to score goals. The goalkeepers in the championship posted 10 shutouts in 13 league matches. Ethan Bondre of Loudoun United led the way with 9 saves against Indy 11. Hartford Athletics' Anthony Siaha made 6 saves in a shutout. Next season, Atletico Dallas will make its debut in the championship, and this week, the club made some immediate noise announcing the signing of the great Chicharito. Yes, Javier Hernandez, the longtime star of Mexico, Manchester United, Bayer Leverkusen, and many more, will return to the pitch as Atletico Dallas's first ever player signing. A pair of upcoming national spotlight games, Richmond Kickers and New York Cosmos in League One next Wednesday. Next Saturday, it's Monterey Bay and New Mexico United. Both matches are on CBS Sports Network. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back out to your match.
At the halftime break, it's Orange County on top of El Paso 1-0. The lone goal belongs to Usman Silla. While we have a moment, let's take a look at all the action that is going around in the USL Championship. Scores as of late, Miami FC finish even with Detroit. Loudoun shut out Hartford. And you mentioned, Chris, the high-scoring affairs. Charleston and Tampa Bay each putting up 5 goals.
Yeah, a couple of these games suffered some weather delays, but Tampa Bay Rowdies and Louisville, that was a pretty entertaining game for both sets of fans, let alone the neutral fan. But Rowdies coming out 5 from top, big result.
Yeah, Lexington also with a good result to keep them in the mix. And other current scores, all 1-0 right now. Oakland Roots down at halftime, and it's Vegas and New Mexico on top of their opponents as well.
Yeah, a little bit more normalcy in these later fixtures. Still close games, still a lot of time left to play. We'll see how those final scores end up.
We'll see how ours ends up. Right now it's 1-0. Could we see a 5-goal affair? Who knows? Only time will tell. And when we come back, we'll have highlights and stats coming up from the first half of play. Don't go anywhere. Orange County lead 1-0 at the break.
Every morning I draw a line. I've painted thousands of them. The lines are simple, but what happens within them is magical. Some lines divide, but not this one. It's the common thread for our shared love for the game. Soccer, football, call it what you want. This line, this team, it brings each of us to a common ground, the line that connects us. We, OCSC.
Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. With Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
At the Pickup Family Neurosciences Institute, we function as a unit. Neurosurgery and neurology, physical medicine and rehab, physical therapy. It's patient-focused, patient-centered care. The future of the neurosciences at Hoag is filled with promise. We are at the cusp of incredible advancements and innovations that are truly going to transform medical care and its delivery. Patients don't just get a doctor when they come to Hoag, they get Team Hoag.
This is Tom Brewitt, OCSC captain and today's creative director. Come on, get him working the camera a little bit. Stay there, look down the camera. No, just believe that could be amazing. Do you like the colour, do you like the design, do you like the lines? Do you know what the lines represent? 34 lines for 34 cities. Yeah, safe.
The USL on CBS is presented by Best Western Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel partner of the United Soccer League. Let's take a look at how we got to where we are. Highlights from the first 45 minutes of play. Not a whole lot to show, Chris, but it was enough to define the half at least.
Fairly even sparring match, but there was a couple of moments that made the difference. Ball goes out here to Hager. It's the run from Sia. And we know how good he is in 1v1 situations. So isolates the defender, half a yard of space and buries it into the back of the net to give Orange County the lead.
Give Usman Silla just a tad bit of space. He will punish you. That would make it 1-0. El Paso, they would make noise, but it wasn't enough to threaten anything on frame. And then, of course, Orange County, things got helter-skelter right before the end of the half.
Yeah, this was an opportunity where there was a shout for handball. Questionable, really hard to see from this angle, but the referee had a better angle than us and says no. Things stayed as they were as we went into half-time.
1-0, the score at the break as players from both teams get back to the pitch, and here is another look at it. There's the header. It is so tough to see in the moment.
I think the referee got it right. Looking, well, the best view that we got, it looked like it did his upper thigh. I think the referee got it right.
Orange County headed into the final 45 minutes of play, up 1-0, but it's El Paso. They've had more of the amount of chances with more of the ball.
Yeah, I think that's the really interesting thing. They've had more possession, they've had more shots, they've had more touches in the penalty area, they have higher expected goals. But football isn't won by possession or expected goals. It's won by taking your chances, and Orange County have done exactly that in the first half.
We're just moments away from kickoff. Just one yellow card tonight has been shown. It's been a physical affair, but nothing too out of control.
Yes, he has shown his quality. One opportunity, one finish. It's been a difference maker. Every time El Paso looked like they were building something dangerous, Orange County got bodies behind the ball and protected central areas exceptionally well. No panic. After taking the lead, they didn't chase the goal recklessly. They trusted their defensive shape and forced El Paso to keep trying to play around them. What El Paso need in the second half is more runners beyond Ruben, faster circulation around the ball, better quality on crosses, and more shots earlier than Orange County can get numbers behind the ball. The build-up hasn't been the problem. The final action has.
Kofi Tumasi is in for the visitors at the break, and that substitution is brought to you by MediQuip, turning setbacks into comebacks.
For Orange County, it's important that they don't become too passive. They continue to find Sealer early, and they relieve pressure with possession. Win the first ball and win the second balls.
Orange County in the orange kits, they now go left to right. El Paso in the white kits, right to left.
El Paso chasing this game could be even better for Orange County because it could leave Sealer in time and space where he can receive those balls in transition, become even more dangerous.
Corbin May, our head official, gets a quick stretch in and is set to check the watch and sound the whistle. And the weather has been superb today. In Irvine, California, it was 79 degrees at kickoff. It now sits at 76 and not a cloud in sight.
Orange County were very efficient in the first half. El Paso were encouraging without being clinical. If the visitors can improve the quality in the attacking third, this game's far from over. But if Orange County score the next goal, it may well put the game beyond reach.
And we are underway for the final 45 minutes of play between Orange County and El Paso. Alongside Chris Nurse, I'm Josh Lill. Stoked to have you with us tonight. And there again is the sub. Tumasi in for Quezada. And that substitution brought to you by MediQuip, turning setbacks into comebacks. Nearly settled there by Lion McKinnon, but it flicked off his foot in a wonky manner. It's El Paso to possess.
Looks like a double change at half-time there for El Paso. Ruiz out, Mendez in. Tumasi in. Quezada also out of the game, so two fresh legs coming in for the start of this second half.
Which you know you'll need, Chris. Just given the press that Orange County throws at you, it's going to leave space open like there is right now. Mendez plays it out. He is the second MediQuip substitution.
It's a statement of intent from Junior Gonzalez, that he's not willing to wait to make changes. He's making the change now at half-time, which suggests he wants a different profile in the attack at the start of the second half.
Looking at the stats again for El Paso, they had a lot of opportunity, but they didn't take advantage of it.
Sometimes it's not about changing the system, it's about changing the energy. And Tumasi brings some fresh legs on for 45 minutes against an Orange County side that defended very well for in the first half.
It seemed as El Paso, their passing was a little more effective as the half went along. They were dancing around the area and even got in on a few occasions, able to test Orange County, as they nearly did so there.
I think the substitutions also tell you that El Paso aren't content with their first half performance, despite having plenty of possession. They're looking for a spark in their attacking third, and rather than waiting to the 60th or 70th minute, they're looking for that spark right now at the start of the second half.
For Orange County, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's the same 11 that began the match for Danny Stone.
As we spoke about the first 10 minutes of the second half being important, El Paso have made the first move to the bench, and now can they turn the possession they had in the first half into real chances, or Orange County find even more space on the counter-attack with Sia. Mendes is a player who can receive under pressure. He's a player who can dictate the tempo of the game, and he has vision to play real line breaking passes.
Long ball tested. It falls to McKinnon. Goes off a defender. See if Orange County let this one go out past the byline. That is the case. And they draw the first corner kick of the half.
Mendes will have to find smart positions and smart spaces. They'll force Orange County's defense to make different decisions and different choices in the second half. He's been brought in to change how they build in their attack and see if he can find the moment that unlocks that defense.
It's Kelly from the corner spot. Without swing. Headed down. That ball a little bit behind the run of Moreno. He got a little overzealous in his pursuit of that throw-in spot.
That was one of the questions we had for the start of the second half. Would they try to find Ruben's feet earlier, or would they try to release Moreno into space quicker? That ball was played just a little bit too far behind.
And that throws the momentum off when you're going forward. You saw the pace at which El Paso moved, and then you don't have the greatest pass, and all of a sudden we're to throw in, and Orange County are able to set up.
Yeah, it slows down the speed of the attack. Ideally, he wants that pass in front of him into space where he can continue with his momentum rather than having to slow down and retreat behind to receive the ball.
Cardona, it started with him. Near side Moreno, and that one's scooped up by Rando.
You can see momentum starting to build a little bit in the favor of El Paso now. While it's not the best shot, it's just an accumulation of pressure and opportunities and positive momentum that will continue to build over time.
And again, you get to see these chances over and over. You start to understand the little areas that Orange County have success, but also struggle with.
Yeah, and you can see the intent. Junior Gonzalez has shown his hand early in this second half with the two changes. He believes the performance can produce a result. He just wants more quality and urgency in the final third. And we're definitely seeing the urgency. We just need to see a little bit more quality.
Played around by Alfaro. Torres in the corner. And it's steered aside.
And yet, Orange County are defending well, but there's still so long to play in this game. They cannot just afford to sit where they are and just defend. They've got to get sustained spells in possession of the ball. They've got to get higher up the field. And I think that's what we're seeing from Danny Stone on the sidelines barking. He doesn't want his team just to sit down in a low block and try to absorb this pressure for the next 45 minutes.
And that can be quite unsustainable, because then you expose yourself to the pockets that you might leave open.
Or even just the pressure amounts to one poorly timed tackle in the 18-yard box. It gives away a penalty kick. More set pieces in and around, which we know can be so decisive, and more confidence from the El Paso attackers. The more they are around the 18-yard box, the more shots, the more touches, and that will breed success over the duration of the second half if Orange County don't start to regain some meaningful spells of possession themselves.
They'll get a chance here after El Paso could not connect in the area. Now introducing our Golden Boot Club, an exclusive elevated deck with the best view in the Champ, along with unlimited food and drinks. Reserve your spot today and enjoy OCSC like never before.
Nice build-up play here from El Paso.
It's played through, and it looked like it went off the back of a boot of an Orange County defender. Ball played onto the backside, intended for Torres. Gabby Torres, that one knocked away.
Forces a save from Rando, but you can see the pressure building, opportunity after opportunity, confidence, touches. It's really building in favor of El Paso right now.
It is one back. And that cross off the defender. And again, Alex Mendez, like you mentioned, one of the 2 substitutions, a spark off the bench.
Yeah, this is also brilliant defending there from Benalcazar.
Headed away by McKinnon.
And you can see McKinnon's a very offensive player, but can you see how far and deep he is pinned back here with El Paso having such sustained spell of possession in the attacking half. The more they can pin back McKinnon, the less threatening Orange County's defense becomes, because essentially their attackers are very deep in their own half defending, so there's no real offensive threat.
Torres. That ball works to the opposite side. Calvillo. And right to the mitts of Rando. Player down for Orange County. Seen a lot of collisions inside the area. It's been a physical battle between both sides in just terms of positioning, will to get to the ball.
Yeah, it's been physical, but it's not been anything malicious or dirty, so to speak. It's been genuinely honest collisions with both teams attempting to get the ball. And you can see that here. Both players' eyes are firmly fixed on the ball. There's no intent to hurt either opponent.
Benalcazar good to go. Back to his feet. Orange County in transition. Extra foot there for El Paso. Prized that one free. Calvillo loses it, but El Paso works it back.
I would say the halftime changes from El Paso have definitely had an impact in it and allowing him to get a stronger foothold of the game from a possession standpoint, from a chance creation standpoint. I would say not really much has changed. Orange County is still defending fairly well, still feel fairly confident and comfortable. And that's the differentiation we were talking about, is that final pass, that final cross, that final shot in the attacking third for El Paso. The quality just hasn't been there tonight.
Yeah, you saw in the pass over to Torres, it was far-fetched, and he had to go outside the area to get it, and that header, that ball wasn't placed in an ideal spot for the attacking team.
Yeah, as much as the possession El Paso have, Orange County continue to look very comfortable defending the penalty area. They're allowing El Paso to have the possession in certain areas, but they're doing an extra job of protecting the spaces that really matter inside the box.
Mendez without swing.
I would say that is a warning sign of what could potentially happen, though. As well as they defended, one unlucky bounce, one unlucky deflection can create exactly that moment that we just saw. Although the referee's calling it, this is what can acquire when the team is so frequently placed inside of your 18-yard box.
Rando had to battle for position.
And honestly, is that really a foul? Because he had to battle? Questionable. Definitely questionable.
And Moreno is entitled to his space. Good job of El Paso to come together on the touchlines. At the moment, it looked promising. It's given away. Bazzini.
Next goal right now is enormous. If Orange County find a second, they can take control of the game. If El Paso equalize right now, all that momentum and possession that they have now shifts, becoming a real fascinating last 30 minutes of the game.
Silla. El Paso nearly with 60% of the ball. And again, continue to accumulate chances as Benalcazar had his jersey tugged from behind.
Concentration becomes so important right now. Maybe even more important than the tactics. Orange County have to avoid switching off and making unnecessary mistakes, while El Paso can't let frustration creep into the decision making.
And McKinnon gets run over, and Benalcazar has his jersey tugged. You could go either way with the foul there.
You saw Ortiz that just uses his body to not allow McKinnon to get the other side of him and stops any kind of attacking threat. Slows down the play.
Silla spins and evades the defense. Sticks with it. Nearly turns it over. And McKinnon struggles to get by Gabby Torres.
Whilst El Paso have had a lot of the ball, The question Orange County will be asking is, are they really hurting us with the ball they had? There's a big difference between possession. There's a big difference with penetration, as we spoke about. Still feel Orange County are fairly comfortable in the space that they're in, defending well and having their moments to attack.
McKinnon's cross off of Torres. It falls centrally. El Paso able to clear. Moreno onto it.
Approaching that 60-minute mark, I expect this is where both coaches may start to tinker a little bit with their tactics or substitutions. I'd expect Junior Gonzalez maybe to become a little bit more aggressive.
One back in the area. It's Bazzini. He goes down in the area. We'll see what the ruling is. And to Bazzini's frustration, no call.
Yeah, I think the referee gets this one right. They just get 3 El Paso bodies in front of the ball, able to snuff out the danger.
Solis and company keep play alive. Players run into each other. Kelly uses his head on the ground. Silla dances through. My goodness, what has this match given us, Chris?
Fierce competition in the middle of the park. But I expect Junior Gonzalez to go to his bench shortly and become even more aggressive with his substitutions, even starting to position his fullbacks a little bit higher and really go after the equalizing goal.
At the hour mark, it is Orange County up 1-0 on El Paso. Guzman Silla with the lone goal.
El Paso will want the tempo of their game to stay high. If the tempo slows down, this favors Orange County because they can slow down the tempo of the game. It limits the number of opportunities and attacks that El Paso can create. So El Paso will want the game to stay high tempo, high rhythm and intense, where Orange County will want things to slow down a bit and limit the amount of attacks that El Paso are able to create.
McKinnon sends it around, and Orange County, they've looked a little more comfortable on the ball in their attacking half. Not something we saw too much inside the first 45 minutes of play, as Pruitt looks to get through traffic and he draws the foul.
Yeah, he transforms himself throughout the course of the game, Pruitt. Centre back, then he becomes a midfielder, and then we've seen moments when he's almost has the capabilities of a striker, a real leader and an all-round great player.
And an aerial threat as well. Can be deadly on set pieces.
In both boxes.
Here's a look at the recent action. It's one back on a loose touch by Bazzini. And simply tripped over his own feet there.
Yeah, so Ortiz steps in and makes the key interception. It's a poor giveaway from Cavillo to give him the opportunity. But they were able to get back quickly and snuff it out.
Still 1-0. Orange County very well could have had a couple other tallies tonight. Same with El Paso, if it were not for the heroics of the hosts on the defensive side of the ball. Orange County could double their lead. That header, it's inviting a second one, finds the net. The lead is doubled, and the scoring continues. It's Tubbs, and he sends this crowd into a frenzy.
Set pieces once again having such a pivotal impact on the flow of games. El Paso had been dominating possession. They've been creating, with just one lapse in concentration, one deflection, allowed Tubbs to find himself all alone at the back post. He just redirects his header on target and into the back of the net. Gives Orange County a comfortable 2-0 lead. We spoke about they never panicked. They never felt like they were in any kind of danger. Just defended well and know that their moments will come. And Tubbs is there at the right moment at the right time to give them that little bit of a cushion now in the lead. At 1-0, things were still very much on the edge. At 2-0 now, I feel like this game is very much in control of Orange County, and it's going to be interesting to see the changes that Gonzalez makes. Now he has to be over-aggressive, not just a little aggressive. He now has 30 minutes to be extremely aggressive to either lose 2-0 or try to find a way back into the game.
The top team in the Western Conference defending their spot in the table here in their return at home. Garrison Tubbs, who's 6'2". His height certainly helped him there on that set piece. And of course, we mentioned the importance of set pieces. They win you games and define seasons. Silla, Orange County not done yet. It was inviting, but not lethal by any means.
See what that lead That 2-goal lead now gives them a little bit more confidence, a little more pep in their step, a little bit of freedom to try things and enjoy the game in a way that maybe they were being a little bit more cautious with earlier.
Coronado sees an opportunity up ahead.
Good defending there from the captain, did well. He went across to cover ground, realized he wasn't going to get to the ball first, and then slowed himself down, and then picked the right moment when he thought he could make a challenge and intercept the ball. Brilliant defending there from Brewitt.
Muhammadu War set to come on for Orange County. And Beto Avila, the next substitution for El Paso. And we saw Rubin in the corner. He's been limited tonight by Orange County. They've gotten the message loud and clear. They've taken him out of the game.
Yeah, the defending for Orange County has been good, and you have to give them credit. The spells that they've had without possession, which have been long spells without possession, they've managed to defend well and limit the chances for El Paso. When they've had their chances, they've been clinical and they've taken them. So you have to give Orange County, they've been consistent with the way that they performed and consistent with the way they've approached games over the course of the year. It's not just accidental or luck. This has been their gameplay in numerous games, and they've been able to execute away from home. Now they've returned to home, they're able to build on that.
Substitutions here brought to you by MedEquip, turning setbacks into comebacks. So Beto Avila will not come on for El Paso here. The fourth official did not give him the go-ahead to come in. So Eric Avila will remain on the pitch. Muhammadu Ward did enter the match for Orange County.
The goal from Tubbs was a key point in the game, and it's another reminder that set pieces can decide tight matches. Orange County have been ruthless in terms of converting their chances this evening.
Corbin May with a quick explanation to the midfielder, Eric Avila, on why he could not exit.
I think you can say Orange County have the lead that they have because they've descended so well. They've been organized for over an hour of this game despite having strong spells of moments to defend. And then they've given themselves a 2-goal cushion on top of defending exceptionally well. When it was 1-0, El Paso could afford to stay patient. At 2-0, the game now for them has changed completely. They have to chase it, and that's likely to leave even more space now for Orange County in transition.
Silla and Tubbs are goal scorers tonight. Could we see one from El Paso? And another sliding challenge from Orange County. Prevents the entry.
It's Tubbs again, this time making a big block in his own 18-yard box.
He's taking care of business on both ends of the pitch. And now Beto Avila can check in for El Paso. And substitution brought to you by MedEquip.
With maybe 30 minutes left to go in the game, Orange County, you'd be looking for them to stay compact and force El Paso into hopeful crosses and shots from distance.
This one sits on the ground. Turning, facing. That one just off. Tumasi with the right idea.
As they do start to throw more bodies forward, you're now asking, can you expose those spaces that they leave behind, especially with the advancing fullbacks? For El Paso, commit numbers forward, push your fullbacks higher, become more direct around Rubin.
Mendez's cross, handled with ease by Orange County. Avila stays with it. Brute looks to push him off. Cross in, hectic play. Rando off his line, not ready. Centered and popped up into the air.
And look how many Orange players are back behind the ball. 2-0 in the lead, but everybody seems committed to defending.
And what a stop there from Rando.
Big save from Rando there, and he lets his defenders know he's not having none of it. He wants them to close down the ball. He doesn't want them allowing shots on goal that easy.
Here on the set piece. It looked like Orange County were ready to go, but Avila kept it alive. El Paso go quickly. Collision and an Orange County player down. Took a hit to the head. Back to his feet, and Silla has that one poached. And Ben Alcazar draws the foul on the play.
Orange County haven't just taken their chances tonight. They won the moments that decide football matches. Clinical and open play through Sevilla. Clinical again from a set-piece situation with Tubbs. And now they find themselves firmly in control of the game with just over 20 minutes left.
Wart. Moreno all over him. Orange County look to break the press. And they do. El Paso, a team that's very hard to break down that first line of confrontation. Orange County found daylight. They go from distance. It's so close.
It's not a bad shot at all. You could see from the reaction of Romero, the way he scattered across his line, that he was worried that might creep into the corner. It's Heggett pulling the trigger from distance. Just finds himself with enough time and space here just to settle himself and unleash a rocket. Inches wide of finding his way into the bottom corner. Just again showing that threat that they possess going forward. They don't need many chances, they just need a few.
'70th minute of action. And it's Orange County up 2-0. Another chance, and it's Rando again.
Makes it look easy. I think one of the things we saw with the substitution with Cavillo coming off, you're taking off one of your connectors from defense to the forward line and bringing on Beta Avila. It makes things like a little more direct in the way that you're going to approach and a more attacking mindset.
Silla called for the push. El Paso go quickly, look to catch them off guard. It's centering, it's loose. One-timer, deflected and headed away. It seems like every chance that El Paso has, it's a golden opportunity. And Orange County just come together at the last moment to simply keep the ball out of the net.
Cavillo actually stayed in. It was Cardona who came out for Beta Avila, who's playing now in the front line, providing more offensive options for El Paso.
Lead through. No entry there. Avila on the byline. Skies this one into the air. That one taken out. No chance. That one blocked again. This defense is unreal, Chris.
Fantastic block. It looked like that ball was struck with so much venom. Looked like it only had one place to end up. But again, you have Orange County leading the game 2-0, but the mentality and the approach of this team to defending their 18-yard box has been phenomenal. When you're 2-0 in the lead, sometimes players can get a little lackluster and a little lazy in terms of defending attitude and mentality, but I think everything has been exactly the opposite from Orange County. Since they've taken the lead, it's almost like they're as committed, if not more committed, to keeping a clean sheet. Look at this block here. Throws his body in front of the ball at the right time. That's the kind of dedication and commitment that's necessary.
Orange County draw a foul in the process. What a chance that could have been for Armando Moreno, who was set to take that one out of the air with full force, but nonetheless, Coronado backed him up well.
Just missing runners in front there. While they're being very good defensively, they've now lost some of that offensive output. They've got to find runners in behind because El Paso is throwing so many numbers forward in chase of this goal. On the transition, there's so much space to be attacked, but you can see tired legs and the distances now are so big to get into the offense. They're falling into a trap of maybe becoming a little too defensive-minded with still a good 20 minutes left to play.
Laid off and played forward. Rando off his line, deflects it, and eventually scoops that one up off the grass.
Rando's been fantastic tonight with anticipation, with his saves, with his leadership. He just positions himself to snuff out these balls that can become really dangerous for goalkeepers that just stay put on their line. They can become easy goal-scoring opportunities, but he anticipates, he's quick off his line, and he manages to collect the ball without any shots on target.
to have the reactions as Liam McKinnon gets stretched out by the training staff. But looking at a guy like Alex Rando, to have the reactions like that and the confidence to go get the ball like you mentioned, it's a bit of an art form in this sport. It has to be so well timed, the precision, it has to be perfect. And he has been tonight.
Yeah, and every team challenging you for a championship, you need a goalkeeper with that capability who can not just make saves, but can instill confidence in the rest of the group, where the defenders know behind them is a goalkeeper who can come up in big moments, who communicates them consistently throughout the course of the game, and can read and anticipate the game and is quick to come off their line when those balls are played in behind.
Marcin Zubak ready to come on for Orange County. Bazzini's day has ended and exits to a round of applause. And Liam McKinnon also sees the end of his day against El Paso. No substitutions are brought to you by MediQuit, turning setbacks into comebacks. Threatening chance here from El Paso, and again, bodies on the line for Orange County to keep the ball away from net. This one on the ground, it's off of Pruitt and cleared away. Final 15 minutes of the match coming up. And for Orange County, it feels like has been on their back foot most of this half. How can they escape that?
Yeah, I think Danny Stone's trying to manage the game smartly here by bringing in fresh legs in the attacking line to allow Orange County to continue pressing from the front. You think he realizes they're absorbing a little bit too much pressure, they're a little bit too defensive minded, and they need to get on the front foot. So he swapped the two attackers to bring them some fresh legs and energy going forward.
Marriage.
Zubak's role is a little bit different to Bazzini. His role now is to occupy those two centre-backs and hold up the ball for Orange County when they break forward and relieve pressure by allowing the team to get higher up the field.
Beto Avila under duress from behind, and the challenge from Silla.
I wouldn't describe these substitutions as attacking substitutes. I would say it's all about game management. It's not necessarily after going after, for the third goal, but it's about maintaining possession and being able to play a little bit higher up the field, and about keeping players fresh and increasing the intensity when the fatigues start to kick in for the players who have covered a lot of ground so far in this game.
Solis in trouble. Moreno collects. Works the opposite side. Mendez. He'll have a go, and it goes nowhere.
Excellent patient defending there. If he dives in there, Benal Kazai gets beat and the shot's on target. He's patient, he's patient, he's patient, and he makes his interception and tackle at the right moment. Part of the art of defending is about patience. Sometimes if you're too zealous and run in, you actually give the opportunity to the attacker rather than making them work for it.
Coronado around. Header chance, and the legs come out from underneath. And Torres. It's been in a good spot to cross, but Orange County have gotten on the receiving ends of those crosses. Now they have a chance in open space. War up ahead to Silla. And he's tripped up there.
So they're just looking for the moment, slows down the defender, and he's just looking for the little bit of space there to attack and accelerate. And you can see that little bit of tire legs creaking in. You can see how hesitant or maybe a little lethargic and labored the players are to transition to defense right now, and that's real focus needs to be.
Moreno takes his time, gets to his spot, dances around. It's Moreno, and Rando handles with ease.
It's good work here from Brewitt, because while he may not have been able to stop the shot, he was just able to delay the play long enough for some of his teammates to get back and help him.
The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Again, Rando Whether it's deflected or not, he gets himself in the right spot and has the poise about him to collect.
Yeah, and just allowing important seconds to kick off the clock, maybe a few too many seconds, given that we know the rules in regard to taking too much time, gives a corner kick to the opponent. So he has to be careful of stretching that a little bit too far.
Verkelund and Abitia get ready here for El Paso. Moreno. And that cross as errant as it gets. Rando watches it out. And the substitutions ready to come out here for El Paso. At this point, Junior Gonzalez and his side just look to cling on for dear life. Anything can happen here in the final 12 minutes or so, but you have to act now as these Med-Equip substitutions now take place.
Yeah, they definitely have nothing to lose.
Challenge and tackle from behind by Alfaro. What a showdown Orange County have up next. They'll take on Tampa Bay Rowdies, top team in the East against top team in the West, and that one will certainly have all eyes on it.
Big win for Rowdies today against Louisville, as we spoke about, 5-4. Exciting encounter.
As for El Paso up next, they'll head home to face Monterey Bay FC in a midweek fixture. On Wednesday night, Junior Gonzalez decide they've had the chances, just unable to convert. The goal here would do wonders, and that one skips across the 6. Orange County let this one go untouched. El Paso with the advantage possession-wise. Again, you look at the chances they've accumulated. How do you not let the frustration get the best of you, Chris, in this situation?
I mean, this is the last roll of the dice here for El Paso with the substitutions. It tells you where they are. About 10-15 minutes remaining, and Gonzalez looking for some fresh eggs and a different attacking dynamic to try and get themselves back into the game. And he's putting some fresh legs on there to see if they can answer that question.
Orange County last to touch.
Orange County's defensive stays switched on for the whole night. Now they're facing some attackers with some fresh legs who can make runs in behind and attack every loose ball with fresh energy. That's going to be a challenge mentally, physically, and psychologically for these remaining 15 minutes of the game. This is where communication, the leadership of Burritt becomes vital, because the game can become very stretched. El Paso, you can see, commit numbers forward. They'll need leaders at the back to keep everybody focused and switched on and organized.
Ortiz's initial shot rejected. And El Paso were ready to recollect themselves. I understand you cannot let Orange County get out in open space and run. You're not likely going to win that foot race.
The good news is, as we saw there's some tired bodies out there. Sia, the one that's fresh is Zubek. If he gets running forward into time and space and they're able to use him as an outlet, he has the energy and the fresh legs to make the difference. I would say going into the last 10 minutes, though, and that is still significant time. You have to give credit to Orange County's defensive structure, because El Paso have tried different tactics. They've tried crosses, they've tried playing direct, they brought in different personnel, and they've not been able to break through this Orange County defense tonight. They've been compact, disciplined, tight, organized, irrespective of who's been on the pitch.
Mendez. Once again, cleared away, and the corner kick prevented for the moment. Orange County attempted to keep that one from going out past the byline. I don't think they did. Fans have to love every bit of this action. The return home, it has not disappointed.
To return home and your team is #1 in the league and performing well and winning and scoring goals. There's a lot to be excited about there.
What kind of confidence can that stretch that they had on the road? I mean, that's a lot of adversity you have to face, given the quality of teams they faced away from home, all the travel that goes into it. What type of confidence can that give you headed into the final months of the regular season?
The challenge is to not become complacent. You've done the hard work away from home. Now you get home, there's a level of comfort and familiarity that can often breed positive results if it's managed in the right way. If they take their foot off the gas and become a little bit complacent, they know on the road you're uncomfortable, so you always have to be at the best. You have to do the little things right. You have to perform right, and you're in a controlled environment with your team. Now you're at home, you manage things yourself, you maybe have a couple more distractions. There's a level of complacency and comfort that can kick in, and maybe this team operates better when they're uncomfortable and the back's against the wall and away from home and things are against them. Now they've got to try to continue to maintain this form that they've shown tonight through the duration of the season with their home games, which we would expect to be positive for this group. They've been decent.
Brandon Gainbridge on for Orange County, who signed to the club on May 1st after last appearing with Sacramento, and gets pivotal minutes here down the stretch on this Med-Equip substitution, turning setbacks into comebacks. Orange County have certainly got comfortable with being uncomfortable at times. Again, all that travel, being away from home, but here, back on home turf, they have not disappointed.
And comfortable as a collective group, not just as individuals. You can see this is a team performance. There's not one player who's out there doing magic on their own.
And Torres has his legs, taken out from underneath him by Muhammad War. That one won't go without punishment. Sets up a free kick.
Yeah, just very late there. Not much for the ball at all. I don't think they can be any other. He puts his hand up immediately to acknowledge it.
Alex Mendez. Good range away here from the net. You can see Danny Stone motioning for his guys to protect Alex Rando. Here it is, Mendez. This one heavy, skied into the air. And it's Rando all over that one. He was offside on the play, but Orange County take over.
Some standout statistics and how set pieces matter. Look at the corner count tonight. El Paso have had 10 corners tonight. Orange County have just had 3. If they were side to capitalize on dead ball situations, El Paso would be way in the lead, but this is how well the Orange County have been able to defend those moments, and that's been the difference between winning and losing. It's defending those moments. They've defended their set pieces well and capitalized on the set piece that they had.
Just under 5 minutes to go until the announcement of stoppage time. Torres flicks it outside. Mendez, give it no breathing room.
Brilliant defensive header there from Brewitt. Gets up early, wins it, heads it way outside the 18-yard box where it doesn't give El Paso another opportunity to attack.
Guzman Silla initiated the contact. And this foul, it falls favorably for the visitors. As both players are still getting their equipment figured out. Beto Avila, Gabby Torres, nothing to it.
Way wide of the upright here from Torres. It's a shot from distance, and this is why Orange County are content. They're happy with those kind of shots from that kind of range. "20, 25 yards out. It's going to be something special to beat Rando from that distance. And there's still bodies in front of the box that has to beat first.
Would have been a tough finish. And again, the compactness of Orange County, especially in the late stages of this match, that's where it really starts to show. It is given away.
I think it's important. Sometimes defenders don't get enough credit, and Orange County's back line has been asked question after question tonight, and they've answered almost every single one of them, albeit there's still time left in this game, and the focus has to be on keeping a clean sheet, but they've stood up so well to everything that's been thrown at them tonight.
He falls, and it's Rando. His own player shielded him from that ball. Alex Rando, have a night and have a season. He's been quite confident between the sticks.
Still time left in this game. Scoreline says 2-0, but Orange County can't afford to switch off just yet. Just one El Paso goal changes the emotion in the final few minutes, so maintaining concentration remains a priority.
Rando with 5 clean sheets on the air. Like you mentioned, the bigger priority for Orange County is coming away with this one in winning fashion, all 3 points under 2 minutes to go till the 90th.
And reinstilling belief. It's one thing when your home fans see you winning away from home. When they come back home and they see that winning energy, that winning performance, that winning mentality, you start to galvanize and reinvigorate the organization and the fan base going into the stretch of the season where you're coming towards the postseason, where the playoffs matter. Start to believe you can win the regular season and win trophies. This really brings a different type of energy to your fan base and the people in and around your organization.
Avila, time running out on El Paso. Farquharson makes his run. That one tested, and Rando ready for it.
Probably Rando made that one a little more complicated than it needed to be. You'd expect him to hold on to that and just catch it and take the sting out of the game, but pushes it over the crossbar for a corner kick.
Mendez with the chance, and it's El Paso who act quickly. And that's a no-doubter there for the head official. He saw it the whole way.
This is about game management. You just allow a few extra seconds to tick off the clock now and just manage the game out.
Again, you don't want to waste too much time here if you're Alex Rando, but every precious second is a weight off the shoulders of Orange County and puts pressure on the minds of these El Paso players.
We're into the stage of the game, however, where every clearance, every second ball, every decision becomes critical. Orange County are just a few minutes away from a valuable 3 points and a clean sheet. That's absolutely massive for the confidence of the group.
And punched away by Rando. Does so with confidence. It falls to Avila favorably. Farquharson's cross, it sits around, and Orange County able to clear it out beyond the byline.
They just need to be a little bit more calm and composed, and this is where experience shows. Can you stay compact, communicate, don't dive into challenges, and force El Paso to play in front of you rather than behind you? It was a poor giveaway that gave El Paso that chance. Now defending another corner kick.
Set pieces are crucial. What can this one amount to? It looked inviting off the head, but it was off.
Yeah, for El Paso, every attack needs to end in quality, and that's been the story tonight. Not many of the attacks have ended in any quality. You can watch Orange County now. They're taking the sting out of the game whenever they can. They're winning free kicks, keeping the ball in the corner, make El Paso defend transitions rather than launching wave after wave of attack.
Brewitt's still aggressive. He wins that tackle. It's played forward. Zilla into the area. And Zubak wanted a feed on the far side, and he remains with it.
It's been a really disciplined and resilient performance from Orange County tonight. Now it's about showing they have the composure to be able to finish this job off. Just 2 minutes remaining.
And Chris, this is a gritty performance by both sides. It's very impressive for Orange County to come away how they did. Now going forward, if you're Danny Stone, you would like to see this same defensive performance, except lose all the chances created by the opponent.
Yeah, and I think Orange County has a unique home advantage. I'm not sure what it is about this field, but it's very rare that you see games at this field where there's spacing behind and teams are able to exploit game spacing behind. It's always a very tight game. And whether that's the dimensions of fields that make it like that, whether it's Orange County's defensive style where they drop and prevent those by having a deeper line, there's just something about the games here that always make it less of a counter-attack or breaking behind type of performance.
45 seconds to go until the approximate end of this match. Can Orange County hold on for the shutout? Torres. And another good headed. Well, let's see here. They do point to the corner flag, and El Paso are very much alive. Brewitt's livid. He can't believe it.
Yeah, you can see this partnership with Brewitt and Tubbs is evolving into something special. The energy, the connection, the chemistry. It's not just two good centre backs in their respective. It's becoming, or it is, a very good partnership with the two of those guys at the back together.
Final seconds. Take off the clock in this match. Alex Rando sends this one into the Southern California night sky. Corbin May continues to check his watch. And the fans here await the sound of the whistle. One last gasp here for El Paso. And they'll have another chance from the corner flag. And as they continue to accumulate these corner kicks late in this match, it goes to show if they would have just capitalized on one of them, it'd be a totally different story.
Again, you have to give.
Here's Farkelin. Nowhere to go with that one. It's cleared. And there it is, Orange County in their first home match in 2.5 months. Take all 3 points. They shut out El Paso Locomotive.
It's a gritty performance from Orange County, a hard-fought performance. You can see Danny Slow's not exactly emphatic. You can see the look on his face is very serious, but I'm sure he'll be content with the 3 points tonight and find areas for growth and areas that they need to build on. Defensively, he'll be happy. In possession is where I think he'd ask them, can they do better, and want them to do a little bit better.
Orange County, they shot 100% tonight. 2 shots on target, 2 goals to show for it. And for El Paso, the missed opportunities will haunt Junior Gonzalez's side. When we come back, we'll have full-time highlights, stats, and more coming up. Orange County victorious over El Paso 2-0.
Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. With Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
This is incredible technology. We can actually solve drunk driving.
We are here to send a very strong message. Drunk driving must stop.
We are educators, supporters, listeners, and most of all, we are relentless. Because one life lost is one too many. Together, we can end impaired driving for good. Join the movement. Drive change. Save lives.
At the Pickup Family Neurosciences Institute, we function as a unit. Neurosurgery and neurology, physical medicine and rehab, physical therapy. It's patient-focused, patient-centered care. The future of the neurosciences at Hoag is filled with promise. We are at the cusp of incredible advancements and innovations that are truly going to transform medical care and its delivery. Patients don't just get a doctor when they come to Hoag, they get Team Hoag.
Orange County victorious over El Paso Locomotive. Alongside Chris Nurse, I'm Josh Lill. It was a pleasure to have you with us on this match. And right before the half-hour mark, Orange County on the fast break, they made it El Paso pay.
You can just see attacking here from deep. Hager plays it into his path. He isolates the defender half a yard out his feet, on target, 1-0, buries it into the back of the net. Usman Sia coming up at key moments like he has done many times this season for Orange County, emerging as one of the league's brightest midfielders.
Well, it would be all Orange County just beyond the hour mark. Set pieces, they're crucial, Chris.
Tubbs arrives at the back post at the right moment, right time, and just heads this down, giving the goalkeeper no chance. A moment from a set piece that really defined the game, put things steadily in Orange County's control, and there wasn't really much looking back from that. They defended well for the remainder of the game.
And speaking of control, this Orange County team, they remain atop the Western Conference table, and they've got a stranglehold on it right now.
Yeah, you can see they're topping a number of categories. Goal differential, they now created a 3-point gap between themselves and San Antonio. Really strong performances from Orange County so far this season. The question mark is, can they sustain this for the remainder of the season?
For El Paso, they're well within the conversation. They could jump as high as 6th in their next match. There's a lot to be excited about for Locomotive FC. Well, it was a pleasure to have you with us tonight. A huge thanks to our production crew for making this broadcast possible. For Chris Nurse, I'm Josh Lill saying so long from Orange County, California. It is Orange County SC with the 2-0 victory over El Paso Locomotive in their return home since May 23rd. We hope you have a great rest of your night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.